story that is mostly, it's about 10 chapters that are 800 words long. For those who don't know, that's not even a page, in big font with lots of photos. So I actually went online and all these people had found all the good bits, so before I read the excerpt, I'm going to share with you some of the favorite points of mine, and they're basically the world has decided that this book is awful, as we all knew it would be. So someone wrote Justin Bieber on fellow Canadian Celine Dion. The day I was born, March 1st, 1994. It's like a month and a half before Kurt Cobain died. And I do use quotes intentionally. Not that he's not dead, no, that he killed himself. Okay, the day I was born, March 1st, 1994, Celine Dion was solid at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 with the power of love. Not a bad way to start your life. The thing throughout this book, there is like a theme, or a thread as it were, of like saying parts of his life and corresponding to #1 songs as if he was related to them somehow. I mean, everybody was born on a day that some song was #1. I don't understand. What is going on with the lights? Is that a ghost? Okay, good, okay. Okay, so that's one part. On celebrity. Until 3 years ago, that was my definition of a celebrity. Somebody who gets to ride around in a Zamboni. That's kind of cute. Yeah. He grew up in Stratford, Ontario. I think that's silly. Someone who gets to star in the Stratford show. You fool. Okay, singers aren't supposed to have dairy before a show, but we all know that I'm a rule breaker. Pizza is just so good. There are a lot of things I really like besides girls. Okay, so I should wait. You guys love that one. There are a lot of things I really like besides girls, like pizza. And pranking. And in caps lock, Chuck Norris. This kid has some crazy Chuck Norris, like, inside joke thing going on throughout the book. It's all like, the blood, Chuck Norris. It's irony, I think, because we don't get ever too old. And then, yeah, here we are, okay. On meeting Usher and Justin Timberlake, it was like, Usher and Timberlake want to meet me? Are you kidding? There was no point in trying to tell anyone at school about this. It would be like telling them that I was going to meet Chuck Norris. And we all know that guy is untouchable. I mean, come on, it's Chuck Norris. He doesn't need Twitter. He's already following you. And this whole, everything that I'm going to read to you is from the guy who did quote, this is not in the book, but this is perhaps one of my favorite and least favorite quotes from Justin Bieber. I feel like the Kurt Cobain of my generation. Oh. But people just don't understand me. Because everyone understood Kurt. That was clear. Okay, so now officially I'm going to read you like more of a narrative from 100% official Justin Bieber, First Step to Forever, my story. So this chapter is called Star-Crossed Lovers. Because that's the theme he's trying to work on in these like 200 words. Okay, maybe 400. I was 2 years, I mean he's 16. You really can't write an essay that much. Well, no. Yeah, what's that, grade 10, 11? You should write at least a 1,000-word essay. Okay, so. Critique is over. Back to the book, Star-Crossed Lovers. I was 2 years old in 1996 when the Cardigans had their monster hit Love Fool. It was the lead single from their First Band on the Moon album. It was featured in this crazy film adaptation of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, which is also dope. Any guy can relate to Romeo, who's trying really hard to be cool in front of his crew. He grew up in Stratford, and he can't stop looking at all these beautiful girls all over Verona, and then he falls victim to one of the killer crushes of all time. That's me. Total sucker for love. It's not a bad thing. What kind of a jerk doesn't want love? I bet 95% of 16-year-old guys would admit to thinking 45 girl-related thoughts every 3 minutes. And the other 5% would be lying. Yeah, that was supposed to be a joke. Everybody wants love, and there's something about that Romeo and Juliet theme. Star-crossed lovers who can't be together because of what other people have to say about it. Yeah, Justin, there is something about that. Oh, wait, isn't it? It's universal, says Dan Cantor, brackets, my lead guitarist, musical director, and possibly the nicest guy in the world. Dan, it strikes a chord. Dan looks like a young version of Paul Simon and plays well, he plays like Dan Cantor. I can't even think of anything to compare it to. Wait for it. Except maybe a mix of Fergie and Jesus. Think about that for a second. Why Fergie? But he plays like, this is how he plays. Does Fergie even play anything? And as far as I remember, Jesus was a carpenter. So, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, except maybe a mix of Fergie and Jesus. He has a bachelor's degree in classical composition and analysis and is currently getting his master's degree in musicology. Not a performance degree, he specifies. Music and society. I try not to think about theory when I'm on stage, but classical music taught me that art history is very linear. And now it's fragmented, and I really enjoy that. Okay. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm not really sure what he's talking about, but obviously Dan is pretty smart. I guess what he might be trying to say, but sorry, Justin, you tell us what he might be trying to say. He might be trying to say that music is a part of all our lives. That it's like a timeline. Looking back, I see this trail of music, a million great songs that came out of the radio and passed through my head over the years. And every once in a while, one of them pops up and something I'm doing now. Because it's all a part of me. That's right, Justin. It's all a part of you. And anybody who's interested in getting this is my copy, so back off. Look at this, girls. The cover turns into a... You probably know about this, but look at this poster, and then, if you got a phone, go for it, an iPhone right now, go to lesbians who look like Justin Bieber.